Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Sleep and Relax ASMR. Today we'll be doing another rendition of Bedtime Poems. It seems to be one of the more popular series of the show, so since I continue to get requests for it, I continue to make them. I'm fairly certain this is Bedtime Poems number 5 at this point, and this should be episode, I think it's 107, so really incredible that we've made it this far, and as always, I'm really looking forward to making this episode, so without further ado, let's get into Bedtime Poems number 5. A quick note on the poems, I pulled these off online. I'm just assuming that they're accurate and that they're the full poems. They may not be. I want to apologize beforehand if maybe I cut a poem off too soon or whatever it may be. Again, I pulled them up. They look okay to me, but I just wanted to say that before actually reading the first poem. Requiscat by Oscar Wilde. Tread lightly, she is near, under the snow. Speak gently, she can hear the daisies grow. All her bright golden hair, tarnished with rust, she that was young and fair, fallen to dust. Lily-like, white as snow, she hardly knew she was a woman, so sweetly she grew. Coffin board, heavy stone, lie on her breast. I vex my heart alone, she is at rest. Peace, peace she cannot hear, lyre or sonnet, all my life's buried here, heap earth upon it. When You Are Old by William Butler Yeats. When you are old and gray and full of sleep, and nodding by the fire, take down this book, and slowly read, and dream of the soft look your eyes had once, and of their shadows deep. How many loved your moments of glad grace, and loved your beauty with love false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim's soul in you, and loved the sorrow of your changing face. And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly, how love fled and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. The Wild Swans at Cool by William Butler Yeats. The trees are in their autumn beauty. The woodland paths are dry. Under the October twilight, the water mirrors a still sky. Upon the brimming water, among the stones, are 59 swans. The 19th autumn has come upon me. Since I first made my count, I saw before I had well finished, and suddenly mount and scatter wheeling in great broken rings upon their clamorous wings. I have looked upon those brilliant creatures, and now my heart is sore. All's changed since I, hearing at twilight, the first time on the shore, the bell beat of their wings above my head, trod with a lighter tread. Unwearied still, lover by lover, they paddle in the cold, companionable streams, or climb the air. Their hearts have not grown old. Passion or conquest wander where they will, attend upon them still. But now the drift on the still water, mysterious, beautiful. Among what rushes will they build? By what lake's edge or pool? delight men's eyes when I wake someday to find they have flown away. This next one is called, or titled, Bread and Music by Conrad Aiken. Music I heard with you was more than music, and bread I broke with you was more than bread. Now that I am without you, all is desolate. All that was once so beautiful is dead. Your hands once touched the stable and this silver, and I have seen your fingers hold this glass. These things do not remember you, beloved, and yet your touch upon them will not pass. For it was in my heart you moved among them, and blessed them with your hands and with your eyes. And in my heart they will remember always. They knew you once, O beautiful and wise. Piano by D.H. Lawrence. Softly in the dusk, a woman is singing to me, taking me back down the vista of years till I see a child sitting under the piano in the boom of the tingling strings, and pressing the small, poised feet of a mother who smiles as she sings. In spite of myself, the insidious mastery of song betrays me back till the heart of me weeps to belong to the old Sunday evenings at home, with winter outside and hymns in the cozy parlor, the tinkling piano our guide. So now it is vain for the singer to burst into clamor with the great black piano appassionato. The glamour of childish days is upon me. My manhood is cast down in the flood of remembrance. I weep like a child for the past. Sorry if I butchered that one a little bit. Try my best, but sometimes they don't quite come out perfect. Let's see what other poems I can find on here to read. This next poem is titled, How Do I Love Thee, by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight for the ends of being and ideal grace. I love thee to the level of every day's most quiet need by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love with a passion put to use in my old griefs and with my childhood's faith. I love thee with a love I seem to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Some of you may know this next one. It's called Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night by Dylan Thomas. And I say that because it was a poem that was read by Michael Keane. Is that his name? Alfred from the Batman series. I think it's Michael Keane. I'm blanking out a little bit. But it was read by him by his character in the movie Interstellar. And this poem stuck out to me during that film because it was so well done. So anyway, I figured it'd be a nice poem to include in this series. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know dark is right, Because their words had forked no lightning, they do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in a green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late, they grieved it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death, who see with blinding sight, blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fiercest tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying light. I love that poem. I just think it's so beautiful. The next one is also by Dylan Thomas, and this one is called, or titled, In My Craft or Sullen Art. In my craft or sullen art, exercise in the still night, when only the moon rages and the lovers lie abed. With all their griefs in their arms, I labor by singing light, not for ambition or bread, or the strut and trade of charms on the ivory stages, but for the common wages of their most secret heart. Not for the proud man apart from the raging moon I write on these spindrift pages. Not for the towering dead with their nightingales and psalms, but for the lovers, their arms, round the griefs of the ages, who pay no praise or wages, nor heed my craft or art. Next one is titled, Do Not Stand in My Grave and Weep, by Mary Elizabeth Fry. Do not stand in my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on snow. I am the sun on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circling flight. I am the soft stars shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. This next poem is titled Sudden Light, and it's by Dante Gabriel Rossetti. I have been here before, but when or how I cannot tell. I know the grass beyond the door, the sweet keen smell, the sighing sound, the lights around the shore. You have been mine before. How long ago I may not know, but just when at the swallow soar your neck turned so. Some veil did fall, I know it, all of yore. Has this been thus before, and shall not thus time's eddying flight, still with our lives, our love restore, in death's despite, and day and night yield one delight once more. Next one is a very short one. It's titled Come Slowly, Eden, written by Emily Dickinson. Come slowly, Eden, lips unused to thee, bashful, sip thy jasmines as the fainting bee. Reaching late his flower, round her chamber hums, counts his nectars alights, and is lost in balms. and that one's it. Again, I'm not sure if that's just an excerpt or if that's the entire poem, but that's all I have here online, so apologize if that's not the entirety of that poem. But okay, so I think we've got maybe one or two left, because right now we're at the 15-minute mark. Okay, yeah, so I'll read maybe one or two more poems. I think I'll finish with this one. It's not that short, so I think it'll be a good one to finish off on. And it's aptly titled Lullaby by W.H. Auden. Lay your sleeping head, my love, human on my faithless arm. Time and fevers burn away individual beauty from thoughtful children, and the grave proves the child ephemeral. But in my arms till break of day, let the living creature lie, mortal, guilty, but to me the entirely beautiful. Soul and body have no bounds to lovers as they lie upon her tolerant enchanted slope in their ordinary swoon. Grave the vision Venus sends of supernatural sympathy, universal love and hope, while an abstract insight wakes among the glaciers and the rocks, the hermit's carnal ecstasy. Certainty, fidelity, on the stroke of midnight pass, like vibrations of a bell, and fashionable madmen raise their pedantic, boring cry. Every farthing of the cost, all the dreaded card, but from this night not a whisper, not a thought, not a kiss nor look be lost. Beauty, midnight, vision dies. Let the winds of dawn that blow softly round your dreaming head such a day of welcome show, I, a knocking heart may bless. Find our mortal world enough. Noons of dryness find you fed by the involuntary powers. Nights of insult let you pass, watched by every human love. Okay, so I think that's the end of this episode. I want to thank you guys always for listening. If you have a poem you'd like me to read next, in particular, for the next edition of Bedtime Poems, you can send suggestions to hello@sleepandrelaxasmr.com. Check out our website, sleepandrelaxasmr.com. I really encourage you to join our newsletter because I'm giving access to newsletter subscribers. I'm giving them access to polls and different kind of content and promotions that we're running as well. Either way, if you have suggestions on future episodes, on poems, whatever it may be, I really look forward to getting in touch with you. That's it for this episode. As always, thanks for listening, and take care.